How's it going, everyone? I hope all is well. I hope everyone's doing good. Listen, really quick though, before we start the show, my name is Ted, and you're watching and about to tune into The Drink Sustainability. Awesome show, I know, it's great. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys about this peanut brittle that I came across recently. The owner and actually my good friend Casey Reck. She has produced such an awesome peanut brittle. Like, it doesn't stick to your teeth. It's so nice and crunchy and delicious and peanut buttery and just overall great. Um, what's it called? Yeah, it just provides such a non-stick experience for you, and it's good for just dessert or a regular snack or any kind of family or friendly gathering you may have in the future or now, whatever. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys about this really quick because she's a really good friend of mine. I'm not getting paid for this at all. It's just a friendly advertisement to help a friend out during these interesting and tough times. So yeah, go to mybrittle.com, enter the promo code DRINKSUST to get $3 off. Again, that promo code is DRINKSUST. All one word. Enter that so that she knows that you got the message from me, Ted, at The Drink Sustainability, and you'll get $3 off your first purchase. And you'll be supporting a local business, which everyone loves the small mom and pop shops anyway, so why the hell not? And also, summer's right here, so go enjoy your first jar of my brittle. All right. Well, thank you for tuning into the show, and without any further ado, enjoy The Drink Sustainability featuring Tiago Barros.
The drink, we're clicking to the environment. We're clicking to the environment. We're drinking to the environment.
Good.
All right,
Everybody
recording.
enjoying Memorial Day weekend? Or
Yeah, there you go. Rocking the red, white, and blue.
oh yeah, look at you, very patriotic.
Nice. Yeah, right there, right there.
Oh shit, everybody's doing it except me.
Everybody's got it.
What do I got here? Pacifico? Nah. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, well, yeah. But how you doing, Tiago?
I'm good. We recording this time?
Yes. Yo,
Yeah,
please.
I just hit the record button, so we're good.
It's actually recording.
If you call me in 2 weeks, like, yo, can we do it one more time?
That's not gonna happen because either
Third week's got to be the charm.
I'm doing. I have 2 strikes. After that, we're done. Done ski. New person. My fault. Whatever. I took full responsibility though. Dude, I tried to record it on my phone and it's like, okay, name it and everything, and then I would go back into my account and nowhere to be found. I'm like, cool, awesome, just did that for no reason. Sweet.
It was a little
That's
heartbreaking, not gonna lie, but
It was.
Yeah.
Trust me.
It's all
felt
good.
it right
it was
here.
so good too.
It was. But it's
Like-
okay. It's like this is the first one anyway.
Tiago's little quote at the end of it just like sealed the deal, and that's what really disappointed the most, that we didn't have that.
Trust
So
me,
I don't-
dude. I know.
I'm
I don't know
I'm
if you
trying to
remember what you
I
said.
so I can,
He's like, I'm trying to remember it now.
At the end, we'll see if it jogs your memory, and you can kind of give us the same, spiel.
Well, hey,
yeah.
here, raise
Yeah.
your glasses if you have one. If not, go grab one right now.
I gotta grab one. I have some sushi, so I can raise sushi to you.
Tiago, raise a drink. Come on.
Just-
You should know
oh,
your
Just
son now.
pretend.
There you go.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Pretend
All right.
there's something in here.
To the drink.
Hold on.
Not innocent.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, this drink is phenomenal.
Can I, like, yeah, I'm gonna go like this. This is better to hold it.
Thank you. Momentarily,
Hi,
please.
Chelsea.
Oh, they say hi. You can't hear them because they're in my ear.
Oh.
Can you see me?
What's
Yeah,
good?
we can see you. All right. Cheers.
Cheers
Yeah. Yeah.
to the drink, and welcome Tiago to the drink. Sustainability.
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
There's Chelsea's
Yeah,
drink
there
too.
you
Chelsea's
go.
got a little and martini going on.
Nice.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it. This is the weekend for it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, how about that? Gatherings of 25 is okay now.
Sweet.
What do you think?
Good.
Too soon or okay? Or can people be responsible about it?
I personally don't think so, but I mean, only the results will tell.
I think people can be responsible about it, but I don't think that they actually will be.
That's
No,
what I meant. Is that
Absolutely.
they
not.
can't? They have the
What?
ability to be responsible, but they will. I don't think they will.
Hopefully, they'll prove us wrong, but
I really hope so.
I would like to have a little faith in humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a little bit.
I mean, I think they just need to gradually do it so we can get back to our shit at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just talking to my buddy about how I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience. I'm sure everyone that's either watching this show or obviously you two watch it at some point or another.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan Experience. But he did say that, like, and we agreed that people don't like to lose their freedoms, whether they could just go outside whenever they want, go to the store, simple stuff. And it's funny how a guy that I work with, I think it was his daughter, he was like, hey, what, because her birthday was this week, like midweek or whatever. He's like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? She's like, honestly, I just want to barbecue. Just want to be, close proximity with people, just hang out. And I'm like, adds like a kind of like a perspective on like, what you appreciate more,
I mean, I think that's everybody, what everyone wants to do this weekend. I mean,
No, but that's what I'm
I
saying.
even
Is like,
spoke about it with my friends. We're like, do you think we could do it? I was like, I think we could. As long as everybody's responsible,
yeah, for sure.
take the necessary precautions. I mean, it's wearing a mask. You don't even. I mean, I know there's a lot of blurred lines in between what people think and what you should do about wearing masks, but I think as long as I mean, you should know your friends as well as you do, and if you can hang out with them in a space where nobody has symptoms or anything like that, and taking the necessary precautions, like I said, with just spacing out, social distancing, as they like to call it.
Yeah.
But I think it can be done. I think everybody can have a good time and still enjoy the company of people.
Absolutely. I'm
Yeah,
already
for
having
sure.
a good time.
Yeah.
Got the boys all rounded up at the shore over here. We drinking.
Yeah.
you know.
Surf's up, bro.
It's good. I'm like
I actually just went surfing earlier, and it was actually fun.
nice. Was the water good?
Yeah, it was actually like, it's been like on the cool, like cold, because of obviously coming out of winter, but it was probably about like 55, 50. So
Not
it's a few degrees warmer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice. It was really cool. There was a bunch of Belmar beach guards like out, because there was like no one on the beach at the time when I went out.
Right.
But yeah, it was good.
It's been an interesting day with the weather. It's like started raining and then it's like stop and then it gets cloudy again and then it gets sunny.
Yeah, exactly.
Working yesterday, that was it was super humid out, and I've never been so tired coming home from work as I was yesterday. It literally beat the hell out of me. I fell asleep. I don't know what time I fell asleep, but I know it was early.
Dude, I've been up since like 2:15, 2:30. I went into work at 4. I went into work at 4 a.m. this morning and then got out at like 9 or 10 o'clock.
I think you're talking PMs right there.
No,
That's
as an
crazy.
AM.
Well, good.
Yeah. It's
Can't
nice
wait
because
to
I'm
do
a morning person, but at the same time, it's like
I prefer morning, actually. because then, like, I worked as a bartender, last year and a couple of years before that, and getting home at like 4 o'clock in the morning and then sleeping all day. It kind of sucks when you wake up and everything's already the sun's already going down.
Gone, like,
Even if you wake up at noon, that's like half the day right there. Like just working this job where I get up at like 5 a.m.
Right.
You get so much done in those
right?
early hours of the
But
day.
I've been saying to like my family and stuff, I'm like, wow, this is so great.
Yeah, and I told you guys last week that, or whenever we did it, that I had a furlough. All employees of my company get a 1-week furlough. And I was going to sleep, later, but I was waking up late as a result of that. And it was only, 10 o'clock. That's sleeping in to me, at least. And I'd be talking to like my coworkers and they're like, yeah, we're already done, we're just hanging out. I was like, oh my God. I was like, done with the day already by 10 a.m.
Insane.
But I definitely prefer waking up early and getting it over with so I can enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah, and the day definitely seems longer. Like when I sleep in, and I do sleep in a lot, it's still like midday, and and then 3-4 hours later, like holy shit,
like, what the hell happened?
It's like, oh, it's 4 o'clock. Awesome. So the day's almost done over here.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Let me rush and get everything done now.
Yeah, for real. No, that's crazy. Meanwhile, you wake up at, I don't know, like 7 in the morning or something like that, and you're like, damn, it's only 10, it's only 11 o'clock, still got the whole day. Yeah, definitely noticed that. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But so I remember just for everyone else, viewing this show and everything and don't know who Tiago is. Tiago, can you give us a little brief background on you and your story?
Yeah. So I went to Kane University, and I got a degree in sustainability along with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after that, I did a short internship in Portugal, which was kind of related to our degree. And then after that, I came back and started working in a lab, which is where I'm at right now, genetics lab. So a bit different than when we studied, but it's been interesting. It's been a new learning experience, and it's good for the time being, I guess, until something else rolls around. Definitely always look.
That's
so,
cool.
yeah.
Hey, man, at least, you're working out there, making a living, and learning on the job as well. That's the most important thing,
absolutely.
I think.
Absolutely, yeah. I like the experience definitely outweighs the just learning, the being in school. Because, that's what everybody wants, right? You come out, you're trying to look for a job. They're like, oh, we want 1 to 3 years experience, entry level. And I'm like, okay, when was I supposed to get this? So
he's like, we want a 17-year-old with like 22 years of experience.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So, you guys know exactly how it is. It's something that you enjoy in our field, and also that pays well. But just keep looking, I guess. I don't know.
Now, do you see yourself with this job is it like, I don't want to say temporary, but it's obviously filling your needs right now, right?
Yeah, it's filling my money needs, Frankie.
Amen to that.
Maybe, I think we can all agree on that. At least, maybe it may not be the best thing that we'll ever come across, but it's definitely helping out at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's good. I like the people I work with, which I think is a big factor. Sometimes even probably more so than liking the job itself.
That's definitely the case, I feel like, with most jobs.
Yeah. So it's good, and I learned something new, but definitely, I don't know. I can't really give a time frame, but I would say maybe a year, maybe a year max. And
do they have? Can you move up? Is there room to?
Yeah. So you start at lab technician 1, and then I think you go to like 2 or 3, and then after that, it's probably management.
Yeah, same thing with my job too. We have like environmental tech and like field I don't know, chemist, if that kind of like covers it, but they have like the 3 levels. You take a test, you got to get some certifications. You have to actually get a CDL to drive a truck, which is why I'm growing my stash out. Get the trucker look going on.
that's
rubber ducky.
CDL requirement.
But it's actually, they give you, I got a very decent pay rate. It's very generous, I should say, because most of the people that started there did not get I got a 12% raise when I became, when I went to the second level, pretty much.
Wow.
Which, yeah, not many people got, so I was really happy about that. And they have like all these like safety incentives that we have to like type up. Like if we see something and, as long as we correct the situation, like it could be as simple as, when we went to some type of client's warehouse, they had nails sticking out of pallets or something like that. It could literally be anything, but something that creates either a safety hazard or anything along the lines of that. And all we do is type it in. We just kind of record it. And you have to do 5 by the end of the year, and then you get a safety bonus pretty much when the new year rolls around, which is
cool.
a really easy way to get a lot of extra money.
Nice.
But I don't know. I think a lot of the people that I work with, they don't have like a college education, which apparently you don't need for this job. But if you want to move up, if you want to move up, you have to have it. So that includes like management or operations and whatever comes, above that.
Right.
Like you need a bachelor's degree for that, or you just need any kind of degree, and then they're like, hey, you can move up now.
No. Like they will keep most of the people that apply for the job pretty much like at what I'm doing right now. So that's, you come in the morning, you go out in the truck, you go to wherever you have like a couple of jobs, maybe depending on what it is. It could be like one like really big like pack lab job where they just have bottles of chemicals where you have to segregate it, identify it, and pack it and make sure it doesn't react with anything else, there.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Yeah, definitely a plus. Don't want to explode on my way home.
Yeah, we need Frankie in one piece at all times.
Oh, look, my skin is melting. Awesome.
Yeah. And trust me, some of that shit has happened in the past before. I made a mistake one time for not pHing a chemical, and I poured ethanol in it. And I was like, I'm just going to call it flammable, put it in the drum. All of a sudden, I hear like a crackling noise, and I walk over, and it just explodes. Like I couldn't believe it. I was just like, oh my God, it released like ammonia gas all over the place. I was like, how did nobody hear that?
Nice.
Yeah, you told me that story a couple weeks ago.
I think I might have said it on the other week, but at least we can record it now. And
yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't think I should be saying that, but no one was hurt, and that's the important thing.
That's what matters.
And I got my safety. I got one of my safety things done because of that.
Nice.
Good. And you like that job? You want to stay there?
No.
Just straight up, no.
I couldn't see, like, you can really, you can find your niche in it, I would say. Mm-hmm. And a couple of coworkers have. Like, there's this one guy I work with. He knows everything. He doesn't have to. He barely has to look up and use the field system to look up chemicals. Like, we run into some crazy shit. Like, it could be like cyclohexane, whatever, tetrahydro, whatever. And he will be like, oh, yeah, I know what that is. And he just segregates it. And
like some of the chemicals that you can't even like pronounce or
and that's how I was super overwhelmed when I first did it too. Like I was like, how does like a person like understand this? Because there's just so much of it, and it's just very overwhelming when you're in the situation. Like if you do a lab clean out and they're just there, there's just hundreds of bottles. But like I said, my point was that he has like a very good spot to be in because he knows everything and he doesn't want to move up, and he's been there for a long time, so he makes a pretty good amount of money, and we make our money through overtime pretty much. And he does very well for himself just right there. And
nice.
He knows how to do the job. He gets it done. He doesn't have to worry about managing other people. He gets to go home and not bring his work home.
Nice.
Right. It's good.
But
very good.
Yeah, they have a sustainability. What do I say? Like, I don't know.
Program?
Yeah, but it's in New York,
Okay.
so I would have to commute. You know, probably via train.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what that entails. Even my boss told me to look into it.
I mean, I do see a lot of companies more and more they're coming out with sustainability programs because it's becoming a bigger topic. I guess people are more pressured on environmental issues like companies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I see that all the time. But I'm like, what exactly are these jobs specifically for sustainability? Because I did also notice a lot of sustainability jobs are engineer jobs, which originally coming out of school, I didn't really know that. I'm like, engineer is not really something I want to go for.
I always said that if because I kind of realized that when I was, it was probably my senior year or junior year as I was looking into like jobs, and I realized I was like, oh my God. And I did a lot of, I went on interviews, and a lot of people, like when you show up for the interview, they go like, engineer? And I'm just like, no. But I think if you were to go back to school, and I think we were talking about this last week because, going back for, master's or PhD, and engineering would not be a bad, master's.
Yeah, I would definitely,
especially for us.
Yeah.
If I went back to school, I'd probably go for some kind of engineering.
Yeah.
Although I kind of suck at math, but not totally horrible.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I took a lot of time off. I think I'm a little bit older than you guys.
I don't know.
Like, you're definitely older than him.
I'm 30. No.
Oh, yeah, then, I'm 29. So
he's 30.
I'm turning 30 in June. In
like
June.
A week.
Yeah, Frankie.
You're so old.
Leaving his 20s.
Yeah.
You see his eyes. He's like, oh, shit.
I just love how Chelsea's in the background. She's like, he's 30.
Totally blowing up my spot.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Oh, jeez.
I took some time off from school before I went to Kane, and it kind of gives you, like, I don't know if it was just being away from, learning for a while, but it kind of makes you want to go back into it when you've been away from it for so long. And I was somebody who didn't really even give a shit about schooling and never, applied myself, I should say. But if it's something you want to do and it's something you can afford or get a scholarship at least for, then I definitely say go for it, because I think it was a great decision that I made, and I don't regret it at all.
I mean, it's interesting you say that. I don't know if I would say I would want to go like I want to. It'd be more of like a you need to go kind of situation, just because like a bachelor's
degree.
A bachelor's degree is like the most, I don't know, basic form, I guess, of education now, because everybody, like back in the day, fine, it was high school, maybe you go to college, maybe you don't. Now, the trend was starting to go into you have to go to college, so everybody has a bachelor's. All right, whatever. So now a master's becomes like the lowest kind of, but a lot of people get masters because that's what they need to go up in their jobs and to get a better pay and stuff like that.
Yeah, it puts you on a whole different pay scale.
Oh, absolutely. So I mean, that's probably what I would want to do for that purpose, because I mean, as far as school goes, I don't know, man. The grades, the
you
papers,
just got out of it. You got to give it some time, all right?
Yeah, really.
I guess. See, but at the same time, people are like, don't give it too much time, because if you do, you're not going to be able to get into the groove of it again, because you're going to be used to working, getting your money, and then it's just like now you have to do, all the papers and all that stuff again, and you're just going to be off of it. So I was like, maybe I'll go back in a year or two for my master's. I don't think that's happening.
Well, I think it's situational to every individual. And I say want to go back is because you actually have to want to go back. Like, you can't do it just because, if you don't want to do it and you don't want to succeed, you're not going to follow through with something.
Yeah.
And that's why I say that. But, I mean, give some time. And I don't say that everyone should have to go to school, because there are people who excel, through their careers without having a college degree, and that is perfectly okay. And
Absolutely.
I definitely tip my hats.
Sometimes even more so.
Multiple hats.
Sometimes even more so than with a college degree. It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
Well, that's why, like, you have to, when you're deciding whether or not to go to college, especially, like, from high school, it's like some people just go right into the workforce because they're like, nah, college isn't for me. And then other people like, okay, I'm going to go into college, see how that goes. And within a semester or two or even a year, they're like, yeah, this isn't for me. This was a waste of time. I'm going to go into the workforce and just work.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's just really on how you work. I mean, for me, I'm actually glad that I went into the college because it showed me that my passion for photography and film, and also it really expressed, because I knew I wanted to go into the science field, but I didn't know what exactly I liked. I just knew I was like, okay, I'm a science guy, cool, awesome. But I didn't know there was like engineering and sustainability and biology, all these kind of stuff. It's like science is just a broad umbrella term, if you will. So it's like, you gotta experience it and know after.
Well, like we said last week or 2 weeks ago, that sustainability fits into all aspects of life, pretty much.
Yeah,
broad range, very broad range.
Yeah, connected. So like,
there's always a way to make something more efficient, and I think kind of that's what sustainability does. Makes it effective and efficient.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I was about to say that leads into my next question for Tiago is, when you hear the word sustainability or you want to explain it to someone, like, what is your definition of it?
All right, ready? This is what I can. This is what I can remember.
Gotta pull out the notepads.
What did I write? What did I say? No.
School us, bro.
So, as I had mentioned, it's definitely about balance for me, and along with that, which is something that I didn't say last time. I think balance is a very key word for life in general, because you're always gonna have some good, you're always gonna have some bad. That's just how it works, and you need one or the other to balance things out, to keep things flowing, keep things even. So in terms of sustainability, you have the 3 pillars, right? And 3 pillars work together to form the perfect harmony. So you have the economic aspect, the social aspect, and the environmental aspect. So usually we focus a lot on the environmental aspect, which is, normal for us, being that we were in the environmental school, or at least the environmental floor in the science building at Kane. And I mean, it's hard for people in their everyday lives who are maybe as committed as we are until science to understand maybe where we're coming from in certain aspects, because they still have their regular everyday lives to focus on. They still have to worry about their job and having a job, and if they have a family, providing for their family, and worrying about their significant other, their kids, and what their kids are doing.
Yo.
Oh no, we lost him halfway.
Focusing on what am I decisions, the world around me.
Tiago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
can you back up a little bit, because you literally
hear me?
Cut out so much.
Yeah, halfway you turned into a robot. So
yeah,
you
just froze.
No. Damn it.
Back up again.
It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
We're done with the show.
You know what? This is a sign from the universe. It doesn't want me to say these words. I just keep.
It's literally like, hey, quick, giving out our secrets.
This look bad.
All right. So could you just tell me? Could you just tell me where I cut off? Because I don't know.
balance and family
Yeah,
with
balance,
everyone with their family and
Balance. Oh, yeah.
yes.
Thank you. Right. So you have all these things that are running through your head every second of every day. And you don't always think about, okay, so what am I doing that's benefiting the environment, the world around me? We have people with all these environmental causes that want to do this and that, these cleanups to help out, even like basic stuff like recycling. Like people have so many things to focus on that they're not always going to be focused on, our aspects of environmental science. So I'm sorry, my friend's over here. It's kind of throwing me off a bit.
It's all good.
And with that balance comes things like, what's the word I'm looking for? With this comes compromises. That's it. Compromises in terms of, we have a lot of business, right? You need business because business brings money. Money keeps the economy flowing, keeps everybody in jobs, keeps a nation prosperous, all right? Even for environmental projects, you need money. That's it, or you're not doing anything. I mean, anybody knows that. That's written grants, for example, to go and do research.
Mm-hmm.
So the money aspect is always going to be involved. You're always going to need that. And the compromises come more so from, you can't just tell a business to stop functioning or to close because
Look at now.
because maybe they're not right, because maybe they're not like following all the environmental regulations that you want. That's where the compromise is.
Mm-hmm.
They need to follow some things, obviously, so they're just not wrecking everything around them, but at the same time they need to stay open. Why? Because they generate money and they generate jobs for people. And if you're only focused on the environmental aspect, then you're messing with people's lives, you're messing with businesses. I had mentioned last time that governments didn't put a lot of regulations, right? Because back in the day, it was pretty much like, do whatever you want. If you want to pollute the air, you want to pollute the water, we really don't have anything to say against it. But now, as more and more people kind of make these issues known and push for environmental awareness, you have all these regulations getting pushed on companies that then they have to close up because they don't want to operate under that, and they move somewhere else. And now you've affected people's lives because they have to be laid off, and they have to find somewhere else to go. So that's the thing about like balance, is that yes, you need to focus on the environmental aspect. It's important. We only have this planet. We got to treat it well. But at the same time, you still have the people living over here, and they still have their regular, normal, everyday lives where all their little problems that they have to worry about. And they have their jobs, and their jobs are coming from those companies that maybe they're not all operating under perfect conditions, but they're getting there. And I think so more now than ever. And I mean, they'll just have to keep going that route because people are just going to keep pushing for the environmental awareness. So for me, it's about balance.
I agree with you, and I think those companies that get up and move, I think eventually, those restrictions and laws will catch up to them. So no matter where they go, they will have to abide by these, environmental, like the EPA, pretty much. So not to pollute soil, pollute waterways, pollute the air.
Right. I don't know if that was word for word how I did it last time.
It's all right. You did well. Don't worry.
That was
good.
That was the general gist. I was like, I'm trying to think of it the whole time. Like, damn it, is that what I said? But it really is that focus point.
Yeah.
No, we're losing him again.
Anything that you do. Hello?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you're back.
No.
Keep it going.
Damn it. I'm going to stay in this one spot.
When did you say you were again?
you gotta have moderation and balance and everything that you do in your life and every aspect because even if you think like a lot of times people are like, this is so good, so what can be the problem of having something that's too good? But there can be a problem because at some point someone will take it too far and it becomes a not good thing.
Absolutely. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
Exactly.
Moderation is the key.
Exactly. You know what? And I'll give you a perfect example of something Dr. Shebitz told us one time.
All right, let's hear it.
I think she did her degree or she got her degree, I should say, in Seattle because that's where she used to live before she came to Jersey. And she was saying that there was a lab over there. People were doing I don't know if it was experiments or some kind of research with like flora and fauna. And there was a group of environmentalists who didn't like it, right? Because they're like, oh, you guys are playing God. So what did they do? Thinking, right? This is that thing about thinking this is a good cause because we're protecting the environment, this and this, and you guys are messing with it. They put bombs in there and they destroyed everything. I don't know if anybody was killed. I don't remember that from the story, but
Jesus.
They destroyed everything.
What?
So what was the point of that? The thing you were trying to save and you were trying to be so good with, you just ruined it. And apparently there was like rare species there too. I'm like,
really?
What?
Hmm.
So that's one story. I
Kind of contradicting themselves though. Those
yeah, exactly. But see, that's the thing. Even people that think they're doing something so good, they always take it to an extreme. So you need that middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
You can't lean too hard. So hopefully that's where we're headed.
I know what you're saying, and I always remember something that Dr. Shebitz told me, and it was that when she was a kid at I guess it was her school or maybe it was a camp or something. I don't remember the exact details of it, but I remember the lesson in it, and it was that somebody said that there is a balance in nature. Not to discredit anything that you said because that's a whole different topic that we were talking about. They said there's always a delicate balance of nature, and it's not. And nature is about adaptation and the way that things, grow in stressful circumstances, pretty much.
Right.
And I always like that she said that. And I bring it up today is because I think that's a great way to it's a great thing just to have in your everyday life. Is not to, take the balance of something that you're going to throw something off or, through your experiences, you should be able to grow and adapt to these situations, whether they're favorable or not. And I think that was a really cool thing that she said.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing to do with sustainability. I think that's just an everyday thing that you should take with you.
Absolutely.
I mean, I feel like that kind of goes into
absolutely.
the sustainability thing, though, because, like, being adaptive to changes, because change happens almost every day, if not, weekly, whatever. But
yeah,
being adaptive, it'll help you grow yourself and also, possibly even your community in the long run, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of whatever the situation is.
I think, and it's survivability, and that's what we're doing every day.
Oh yeah, survival of the fittest.
That's right.
We're witnessing a little bit of that now, right? During this time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that is true.
As morbid as that may be, people are getting picked off a little bit, little by little.
Yeah.
Some are going. So, and obviously it's not great, especially for the people that lose loved ones.
A lot. Some by Darwinism too.
Yeah,
which
really.
Is great.
It is.
And actually,
it is nature, though. I mean, that's just what happens.
And actually, on that note, since we're pretty much time to
we're out of time.
Let's wrap it up. Drink to that sustainability and to still being in good conditions, where you guys are.
Staying healthy, enjoy the weekend, and take care of yourselves and
going on with life right now.
I love you guys. Hey, Frankie, get yourself a nice American flag shirt, all right? Come on.
I gotta get some underwear or something. I'll rep it like in the nude.
Get
All
with it,
right,
then,
guys.
bro. You gotta be patriotic. All right, it was good talking to you guys.
All right,
You
guys.
too, guys. You
Have
take
an
care of
awesome
yourselves. All
day.
right. Enjoy your weekend.
See everyone
care.
later. Great show. Thank you very much for being on the show, Tiago.
Thanks for having me.
Hey everyone. Thanks for watching the show, The Drink Sustainability. Warning. As you watch the show, be sure to clink at your own risk. Drinks may not appear the way that they seem.